So for the next 3 weeks, I've offered out there that I'm going to do some card readings and connections, mind melding, connecting in with your higher self, and I've asked for a bunch of volunteers. So thank you for everyone who gets as excited about these phases that I put together as much as I do. Okay, so I think when we've done these before, I've kind of like done some oracle card readings, and then other times I've done connections with your higher self. Actually, it's all one and the same thing. It's, you know, we can't do a card connection without actually connecting by our hearts and our minds and our souls anyway. So oracle card readings are, it's kind of a way of when you're a bit confused, or when things are, you're asking your intuition to give you information and you can't quite get the clarity because the mind's going all over the place or the emotions are. These are a great way of getting some clarity. It's a great way of connecting in with your higher self, with your mind, that's very clear and concise, and we'll cut through all of the excuses that we put up, or reservations or resistances that we naturally have as human beings. Actually, if anybody's really interested in doing this for yourself from the very, very basics, I've got some previous YouTube videos you can actually look up. One is the basics of oracle card reading, and then there's another couple up there which are for more advanced use. Okay, so really, I've just been feeling that May is, you know, the times that we're in, there's no other way of putting it, they are intense. There's just amazing stuff going on. And if it's not enough on a global basis, individually, obviously, we make up that global existence, that has a massive impact on anybody who's slightly sensitive, intuitive, psychic, or empathic. So these three, I mean, basically I started this YouTube channel to basically empower you, to provide, you know, ways of you getting your own intuitive insights and to navigate life really in a more empowering, dynamic way, offering lots of tools for healing and so on and so forth. But now and again, I just feel we're all in a bit of a sticky situation, and I just really like to reach out to you all to remind you that we are one global soul family community. And yeah, let's actually see what comes up from individual readings. Now, the intention is always mega important, and the one I've put in for these three is that although I'll be reading for one name, I've asked for each of those names that are representative to represent the many. So you might hear me say, I'm doing something with Joe Blogs, and you think, oh my gosh, that's me. Carol's actually reading for me. That's mine. And that's when I want you to know it is correct. It is you. So although it's somebody else's name, the energy, the vibration, that message is for you. So many people, so those that have volunteered for this, are facilitating that healing, that information, that message for the many, not just for themselves. And even if it appears very personal, that's what's actually happening, because that's the intention that we've set. So therefore, that will actually hold the space in its sacred entirety, which is absolutely wonderful. I thought I'd ask Nick to join in on this, and he's the guy behind the camera, and he's going to just pick out names out of a hat, because I've invited the Soul family to join in with this, but I've also put it on Facebook. If you're interested and you haven't seen that notice go up, but you're watching this video, feel free to put in the comments field below, or any other way that you can contact me if you want your name going in the hat to be taken out, to see if a message is there for you too. Okay. When I've done this previously, I've had quite a high response level, and last time it took me several months to get round to everybody. So hence, I want to do this a little bit more often. So that's why I'm doing it this way this time. Okay. Mererid. I've got a variety of cards in front of me. And when I'm actually thinking of a name, the card or card decks that person is, whose answers are in, will let me know. So this is for Mererid W, and this is the Archangel's Power Tarot cards that you've chosen, sweetheart. Hello, welcome, thank you for volunteering. Okay, before I've even gone to the card, Mererid, oh yeah, okay, that's it. So Mererid, you've got very specific way of doing things. What you did there was like connecting with my mind and give it from my mind and then give it from the card. And now you've said, pull the card first, then do the mind, then show me the card. So that's what I'm going to do. Mererid's overall message for today. We'll keep it face down for now. Okay, sweetheart, that's really indicative of where you're at now. You have amazing organizational skills. You have an amazing successful, achieving organization skills. I mean, gifted in loads of different ways, very, very creative. And your higher self is saying, you've got so much coming in at the moment. There's so many different options and there's so many different kind of little challenges here and there, a few big ones. There's various things happening that you just don't know which to actually go with first. So your higher self is saying, this is true actually for lots of people who are listening to this now. Take a deep breath. Go outside. Get your shoes off, everybody. Get onto the grass or the sand or whatever you can and get those toes into Mother Earth with nothing, excuses, shoes, socks, flip-flops, anything off. Just make that beautiful barefoot connection with Earth Mother. You know, we were born into and on Earth Mother. We're here to make that connection. We can be restored healthily on all levels, not just soul level, by actually having that barefoot connection with Mother Earth. Do you know, I remember there was a story about a guy. It was a guy I was listening to on YouTube once, who was a chap who developed some earth connection restorative, healthy item. You can put it on beds or you can have like a square of it that you stand on. And it all came from when he was living with Native American Indians and he started wearing trainers. And the tribe who he was with at the time said, that'll make you ill. Why are you wearing those? You're separate from the earth. And it's really interesting because he'd remembered that, because obviously that was right in his life, to remember that later on when he did get ill, so that he could actually reformulate something with today's technology that could provide us with that connection and still have trainers on. So that's what he's done, which is really interesting. I think it's called earthing mats or earthing beds, that sort of thing, if you want to look at that. But the very best way is to just connect in with the earth, with what you're born with. So no footwear at all, and just go out there and get your toes into the mud, into the grass, into whatever it is that you can. We are designed to actually let go through the soles of our feet and the rest of our body, actually, any electronic and electrical energy impulses that we're holding within our frame and outside of our frame that are disharmonious to us. And we do it by earthing ourselves like an earth wire through the earth. So the best thing for us is to go out into Mother Nature, absorb her nurturing embrace and her beauty, and get a bit mucky with her, really. So you're reminded of that, Mererid, and everyone else watching this, and you need to take some deep breaths. So there's a big message from the universe and your higher self saying, you know, remember that spiritual presence of slowing everything down. However slow you think it is on a day, slow it right down. Just bring it down, bring it in. Start to come inside, bring and remind yourself of the peace that you are, as well as everything else. And then it's much easier, guys, if you can trust your intuition far more, and you can get more intuitive hits if you slow yourself down, come back into harmony with earth and sky, your mother and your father within you, your male, your female. Get into that divine link, the highest you can be, and then ask from there. So it's just a reminder about that. Matilda's in with me at the moment. Matilda's one of the people who likes to join in and assist with messages. And she always calls a spade a bloody shovel, so she's very direct in her manner, which leads me down to the ground. And she's saying, remember, the sweetness in life. Remember the sweetness in life. It's not all about toil and stuff. It's about sweetness of life. Let's see what the cards say. So your card says it's the Major Arcana. As mentioned before on previous YouTube videos, the basic one covers major arcanas, minor arcanas, and the difference between tarot and oracle cards, and how you prepare yourself to use them, and how you can make it a beautiful sanctuary place in order to do so. It's Archangel Ariel, and your message is strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence and forgiveness. Now, this really, really feels, it really, really feels about reminding you of the strength that you are. But the kindness side of things, I think, sums up what we've said, what your higher self said about slowing things down, remembering your spirit, and asking from there. So the picture. It's beautiful with the lion, the archangel. Thoughts in there. Okay, hope that helps. Okay, second person that came out on our choice today was Carol W. Carol, you're going straight for the fairies. I like what Moreau has set up here, so I'm going to do the same for everybody. Ooh. Okay. Right, Carol, the fairies are very loud about this. The fairies are asking you to come and play, right? So the fairies are saying, you need to get some play in your life. Get some play in your life. And they're showing me, the old fairy lore. There's a lot of beautiful, gorgeous belief structures out there that our ancestors have taught us over time, often through just through language, really, rather than the written word. And one of them is about daisies. So do look up spiritual meaning of daisies, please, Carol. And we have got here at Harmony Lodge, we have a wood, and we have a pathway that's mown through the wood, and it's the same pathway that we've always had. And there are other pathways in the wild, but basically this one always has, for the last several years, has had a fairy circle. We call it a fairy circle. It's actually anywhere in the world that you are walking and you notice a circle of daisies. Anytime you find a circle of daisies, not daisies all scattered through a meadow, but actually that form a circle, okay? The fairy lore, the one that's L-O-R-E spelt, says that that's a place where fairies congregate, and it's what we humans can call a portal. So these places are very, very special. They're packed with a certain amount of energy, and you can commune with the fae extremely easily. So Carol, whether it's here or whether it's anywhere else, you're welcome to obviously go where ours is. It's just fascinating how it forms every year. Although we did have a gathering recently, and one of the ladies went out up that way, and she said it wasn't a circle this year. It was actually in the form. We were working on the heart. We were actually doing a gathering about expanding our heart and our loving energy, and it happened on that day to actually form a heart shape. So that's fairly incredible. And the way the universe is just confirming all of the time the difference that we're in now. So Carol, your message is to take off that backpack of responsibility and weightiness and things one has to do, and put that aside. Just get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. Just get rid of it, and get into a little bit more of your play zone, and go out and commune with the fairies. So basically, that's what that is. And your message in the cards is 5 of Autumn. Reach out to others for assistance. Or you best go and see what the fairies have to say. Poor timing for a career change, and feeling challenged by any money issues. Abundance has been coming up quite a bit recently for many different people. And I just wanted to remind everyone that abundance it's not just money. It's things like time, it's things like health, it's things like, it can be friendships. You can have an abundance of anything, really. And the more wide we look at abundance and realize how much we have got, the easier it is for some of the energy exchange of finances, etc. It makes that easier to reach us. Okay, Carol, I think it's that top line. It's about reaching out for the assistance of others. That's what really, really, really resonates with me. I think you best go talk to the fairies. See what they have to say, in addition to what they already have said. Okay, so Lorraine, you're calling Lorraine S. And you're calling the Angels and Ancestors cards by Kyle Gray. Oops. Face down for now. Couldn't read it. I haven't got my glasses on. So funny. Okay, Lorraine. Oh, do you know, there's a theme already there's a definite theme forming with you three already that we're connecting in with here. It's a little bit like overwork, overburdens, overthinking, and not enough fun. So remember the fun times. It's like, I know, Lorraine, because we've had a bit of a conversation recently, that there's lots going on in your life and there's tremendous opportunities here. But what it really feels like today is a reminder to nurture yourself through all of these changes, and a reminder to put yourself first and notice. So definitely the energies around you are saying, hey, shh, just actually notice what's going on, and allow yourself to receive the love and the appreciation, and allow yourself to receive all the good stuff in life. It's like it's coming and it's here and it's coming some more, but it's almost like we've got to do, when you get that thing where you've got a whole list and it's like, oh, got to do this and that and this and that and the other, and we miss the present moment of happiness. We miss that present, this is great, this is cool. It's definitely that your higher self is saying, please include that now, okay? And your card says, it's the sun, picture of the sun. Enjoy success and happiness. So it's that bit about enjoying it. Let me know if these resonate, guys, in the comments below, and we'll have some fun. And also, I would love to know if you've actually resonated with anything that doesn't have your name on it, but actually the message was really, really yours. That would be really good. And Harrod, oh, you're loud. Sometimes I start to speak louder because I hear you louder. It's so cool. And Harrod, you want 2 packs. And one is Archangel Animal Oracle Cards by Diana Cooper. And the other one is by Colette Baron Reid, which is also about animals, because it's the spirit animal. Oh boy, do you need to get... So you need to get your energies, your head stuff, your thoughts and your heart and all of that. Get it in your belly, Anne Harris, and get it down into the earth. Do the same as Mererid, where you can go out and just get your feet into the earth. For you, not as a job. Sorry. You've got loads of jobs. You've got job after job after job after. Do you know what I think this is? It's like we're getting advice from the universe to just breathe and slow down. It's this thing, you know, when you come out of lockdown and the handbrake's off and it's like, right, go, 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 whilst you can. Or the universe is saying, do you know what? Come on, we'll have loads of time for this stuff in the future. Just take a breath, slow down. Stop the pushing and the pulling. Every time you start to feel like you're being pulled in a direction, but there's something in you that wants to take a different time scale to do it, recognize that that is your intuition. It's a big message that says, slow down then. Go at your own pace, which might be la-di-da-di-da sometimes, and it might be at others, but it's your pace and you're honouring you. So that's mega, 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 mega important. And the other thing is your higher self is saying, all good things come to those who wait. And I don't know why you're saying that, but that is another message. It's like, it's almost like, you know, you're in a clearing and you're looking through a forest and you can't see, you can sense something's going on there, but you can't see what it is. And it's like, you know, you've put in a lot of the effort now on some project, something in life, or maybe that's life generally. And goodness is trying to find you. Goodness is making its way. And it just requires you, for now, to trust them more. Bring up that trust and trust them more so it can find you. And you will, with patient watching, you will find movement in the trees, and then you'll see what's coming as a gift for you. So your business now is slowing it down and preparing to receive and making sure you put an affirmation in there every day. I trust. I am willing to trust. I am the trust I want in my life, that sort of thing. Okay, so card from the Diana Cooper set is Kangaroo. It says, be a force for good. Be a force for good. That's for you, you know. That's your force of loving intent and goodness coming from you, but for you. You know, we really need to make sure that we have that self-care and that beautiful attention on us as well as the rest of the world. And also, beautiful. You've got lizard spirit and it says, dream the world into being. I feel as though what's coming through that forest is the dream. You know, you've had a dream, you've put the work in, actually, you've done all the things that you need to do for it. It's just trying to find you so that you making yourself a beacon of peace and a beacon of light and staying still long enough in the one place, it can find you easier. Okay, sweetheart, hope that helps. Let me know. Okay. So Susan. So this is Susan. Oh, no. Yeah, you're definitely going back to the angels and ancestors. There's also Keepers of Light one wants to come in at the end. So we'll do that there. That's slightly separate. All right. So Susan, this is for you. Oh, it's a big message. Right, big message from your higher self here is okay. So your higher self wants to remind you of the big, huge, massive capacity of compassionate action you are and that your heart has. Wants to remind you of the greatness of the sorceress, of the godlike being that you are. Wants to remind you of the greatness of spirit that weaves its way around and through your life, that is you. That's a reminder of who you are. And sometimes, you know, sometimes there's all sorts of different avenues that we can take with our greatness. And your higher self is reminding you to look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and see the truth of who you really are, and allow your unveiling and your revealing to come along as it has been in an organic fashion, but also to really bloom and well enjoy the fruits of your labour. Really important now that you go off and enjoy the fruits of your labour and spoil yourself a bit if you see it that way. But it's not spoiling, because the new earth and new paradigm is expecting that of you. Actually expecting it of you. And your card is the drum. It says dream and journey. It's like any dream that you've had in the past that you've kind of got a little bit tired with, but you still have the dream. Bring it back now. Bring it back now. It's okay to bring it back now and live with that and journey with it. You asked for another card from the Keepers of the Light, both of which are Kyle Gray, actually. And this one is El Moya. Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So call in this beautiful colour of this. It's interesting, it's this gorgeous like sapphire blue. And you can call this master energy in any time that you feel you need some protection and some strength and direction. Anytime you need any of those things, call in El Moya to help you with that. But that's more to do with your own belief structure and your own spiritual awakening, because as you're awakening more, that helps humanity awaken more too. And this one, last one for today, is Chris G. Okay. There you are, Chris. Okay, so your higher self is providing like a soft, luxurious balm. Okay, feels like you need some softening time. So a lot of truth is going to be divulged. So anything that we've been hiding from or within is easily seen now. It's a big, big, big time to basically get answers inside of ourselves, been sitting inside of ourselves for a very long time. It's like this is the month to get those answers, because it's the whole celestial arrangement is helping with the truth rising. And no matter how bonkers or crazy that truth appears, it's going to show itself. So practice the softening. And then your card is Starfish Spirit. Open to infinite possibilities. That's yours, darling. Okay, beautiful. Open to infinite possibilities. All right, my love, so that's it for today. Just to say, I am actually running a gathering in May, because this full moon is so bonkersly powerful in the way that it can help humanity into the new earth, that I really, really, really want to share this with as much and as many as possible. So I'm splitting it up a little bit. I'm going to do a 3-hour Zoom on Monday, the 24th of May. And that's 10 a.m. to 1 in UK time, but we're recording it, so you can always access it at any time. And this is in full preparation, so you can make the best out of the times, how you can prepare yourself, what's actually happening energetics wise, and I'll do a finger on the pulse of the energies of the day and what's coming and how you can actually prepare for the full moon itself. For those who are here locally who wish to join me, actually on full moon day, which is the 26th of May here, and it's actually happening just after midday. It's 13 minutes past 12. And this is where it's 12 o'clock is always known as Father Sky. So it's actually, the sunshine is always known as male and the moon is female. So you've got the full moon, the woman, the female, within the male and vice versa. So it's a real unity consciousness, weave. So we are going to go out in the sacred circle on that morning, on the Wednesday morning, and do a ritual and a blessing for our own alignment with that energy. In the afternoon, I'm going to be working with the powers of flowers, actually, and we're making circles with intent and all sorts of magical, gorgeous things that'll be happening there. And there's reasons behind that, which I can explain more fully on my website. I won't take your time up for that now. And then for those that want to leave, then they can. But if you want to stay on for the rest of the day, we're then going to go to the coast and we're going to give gifts to the oceans, the waters of the world, because the waters of the world are the feminine energies. So we'll be giving our gift of some of the flowers and other things to the oceans and all who live in her. So if any of that appeals, I'm going to be putting details up soon on carolcumber.com. And yeah, just let me know if you want to attend any of that. Okay, my darlings, lots of love to everybody. See you next week for some more. Bye for now.